There's a peculiar irony to life in the modern university. The more we insist we are forward-looking, the less we seem willing to look back. Somewhere along the bureaucratic conveyor belt of program redesigns, assessment models, and learning outcomes, the old idea of great books curriculum, the Western Canon, as it's sometimes called, the Harvard shelf of grand, unruly civilization-forming texts, was quietly ushered out of the room. Too hierarchical, perhaps. Too unfashionable. Too heavy. Not quite aligned with this year's institutional priorities, they say. And yet, when one professor at my university managed to smuggle a single seminar on Milton's Paradise Lost back into the timetable, the result was not indifference, not yawning incomprehension, but a waitlist of more than 500 people. 500! For blank verse about Satan, sovereignty, and cosmic grievance, which tells us something rather simple. People still want this. They want to wrestle with big texts, big questions, big imaginative words. They want to understand where our language, politics, art, and anxieties come from. They want context. They want conversation. They want a place where thinking is allowed to be difficult and also, crucially, enjoyable. So, I am proposing something deliberately modest and defiantly unfashionable. An informal book club devoted to the classics of the Western Canon, read not as a museum pieces, but as live cultural agents. Not a course, not a syllabus, a gathering. A space where we read, talk, argue, and connect the dots between ancient texts and modern crises, between epic poetry and the 21st century. We are beginning at what may be the most volatile starting point imaginable, and that is the opening of Homer's Iliad. Not the whole poem, just the first movements, where everything already threatens to come apart. Rage, honor, wounded pride, institutional failure, a fragile coalition devouring itself from the inside. The poem does not open with glory or heroism or triumphant war music. It opens with grievance and the catastrophic systems that form around it. This is, I think, precisely the kind of text that becomes richer when read together, aloud slowly, with the sense that we are entering a conversation that has been running for nearly 3 millennia. The Butler translation, wonderfully in the public domain and freely accessible, which means no barriers, no gatekeeping, no cost of entry beyond curiosity and time. In our meetings here on TikTok, I will offer a short talk, not a sermon, not a lecture in robes and ceremony, but a guided commentary if you want to read along. Witty where possible, rigorous where necessary, humane throughout. We will look at how these works shaped the worlds that followed them and how they continue to shape ours, often without our noticing. We will ask why these texts endure, who they exclude, who they speak for, and how they can be read critically without being discarded. This is not nostalgia. It's not canon worship. It's a recovery operation. It's intellectual, historical, and creative. If the institutions no longer make space for these conversations, we will simply have them anyway, here on TikTok.